Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 10th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Today is the final day of class for my Leadership Anne Arundel flagship class. So after I'm done recording this, I am biking over to Quiet Waters Park for that final day. Now, if you're not familiar with leadership, check it out at leadershipaa.org. Again, that's leadershipaa.org. And if you are interested in getting a deep, and I'm talking really deep dive into our community, our county, our city, our state government, many things that you had no idea even existed in the county, making a ton of great connections and really making a difference, to borrow a phrase from Gene Deems, I can't recommend this more highly. The next class does start in September, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to email me or give me a call. But if you want to check it out, go to leadershipaa.org. All right, that was a bit off topic, but let's get into today's news, shall we? It's over. Well, COVID's not over, but the state of emergency in Anne Arundel County is officially over. County Executive Pittman signed the executive order yesterday, which now eliminates any and all county-imposed restrictions. The state order does still stand, and there are still a few restrictions there, such as wearing masks on public transportation. Additionally, the county executive signed legislation allowing restaurants to continue to serve customers outside through November 1st. So this is a bit of an opportunity for our county restaurants to try and recover a bit of what they lost in 2020. And speaking of county executives or potential ones, former Delegate Herb McMillan formally launched his campaign to unseat Stuart Pittman next year. He held an event at the Annapolis Waterfront Hotel and came out swinging. In his remarks, he lambasted Pittman for handling the taxpayer money, the tax increases, the COVID response, and kowtowing to the school unions and keeping schools closed. He took a swipe at his primary opponent, District Councilwoman Jessica Hare, and her husband, Maryland GOP Chair Dirk Hare, for using GOP funds to help Jessica and not other candidates. McMillan said he returned to politics because he feels our freedom is in jeopardy. About 200 people did attend the fundraiser, which is really very early in this race, and I suspect this race will be a long and nasty one in 2022. If you want to learn more about McMillan and his campaign, his website is herbmcmillan.com, and that's McMillan. And speaking of elections, we already told you that the 3-member Board of Elections in the city of Annapolis decided to mail ballots to everyone for voting and to change up several polling locations this year. Well, now would be a good time to remind you to check your voter registration and make any corrections. Do they have the correct name, the correct address, the correct party? Do you need to switch parties? You want to check out and verify all of your info at this website. It's voterservices.elections.maryland.gov/voter search. Not the easiest. I'm going to repeat it one more time. voterservices.elections.maryland.gov/voter search. You want to make sure you get in there and that information is accurate and reflects how you want it to be. We do have plenty of time, but it's best to do it early rather than at the last minute. The primary is in September, and the deadline to make any change is August 16th. And as we wrap it up, here's something unusual. Flying Dog, that brewery up in Frederick, they've come up with a low-calorie and low-carb beer for the summer. And this is not one of those lower-calorie and lower-carb beers. Check this out. It's called Zen Blaster Active Ale, and it has 90 calories, which definitely is low-calorie, and only 1.5 grams of carbohydrates. Apparently, the secret there is to brew it with lotus hops, and I barely know what a hop is, much less a lotus one, but it is a light ale with a 4.5 ABV. They're saying that COVID made them do it, with too many people trying to get back in shape and looking to cut down on the carbs and calories during lockdown, so they needed a low-cal, low-carb beer. We'll be hitting the shelves a little bit later on this week, and you know what? I'm going to go to Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits and pick up a 6-pack and give it a shot. Sounds enticing. All right, that's it for the news today. If you are a fan of our Saturday Local Business Spotlight series, up this weekend, Rasa Juice Shop. And a reminder, if you know of any locally owned Anne Arundel County business that you think might be a good choice for a spotlight, let them know or let me know and I'll reach out to them. It's free. There's no cost whatsoever. The only cost to the business is their time to sit down and chat with me. Anyhow, as always, thank you for listening. And if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know to follow us. It really does help us grow. A quick thank you to the sponsor for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and to Rehab to Perform, a different type of physical therapy company opening up in Annapolis on Forest Drive in about a week. It is Thursday, so we have Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace here with your Maker Minutes, and of course, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just about 60 seconds.
Are you interested in an exciting career in one of the hottest industries of the next decade? At Solar Energy Services, we're currently hiring solar installers, crew leaders, service techs, and sales representatives with immediate needs in all categories. Are you feeling uninspired in your current job and want more meaningful work where you can make a positive impact every day? Do you like the idea of being part of the team that installs solar panels on residential rooftops, commercial rooftops, or ground-mounted arrays for entire communities to use? Or maybe you're a good troubleshooter and communicator who likes solving interesting technical problems. Whatever your preference, the upside of working in the solar industry is tremendous. Contact us today about joining a great company with a rewarding culture and an inspiring mission. Call us at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, June 10th. Yesterday played out as expected, with more mixed skies, heat, and humidity, and some additional scattered showers and storms across the region. And while today will be warm again with a muggy day in store for the Annapolis region, we'll also see an uptick in the likelihood of more widespread rain across the area with highs in the low to mid-80s, followed by more rain on Friday, but with noticeably cooler air in place as easterly winds help keep temps in the 70 to 75 degree range for afternoon highs. As for the weekend, the overall expectation has improved a bit with mostly dry conditions now likely both Saturday and Sunday, with highs each day around 80 degrees leading into the last week of school for most kids next week in the overall area. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Life is a series of moves, from new beginnings to new opportunities to a new place to call home. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt, and as your goals and dreams change, my team and I will be there with you and for you, making buying or selling a home an easy, safe process. Whether you are looking to relocate, downsize, or find the home of your dreams, you can trust the Kristi Neidhardt Team with our years of expertise to find exactly what you are looking for.
That's another moving minute from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Maker Minutes, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. On Saturday, the Wildberry Farm and Market in Gambrills is having another Wildberry Field Market. It's like a mini craft show with some local vendors and a scenic location. Also on Saturday, the College Park Aviation Museum is doing a plein air drawing workshop, drawing at the College Park Aviation campus, led by professional artists, through an hour-long outside workshop, exploring different media as well. Knits and Pieces, behind the Wawa on Bestgate Road, still has a few more of their technique classes coming up. This series is called A Series of Hats. On Saturday, there will be lace classes, and coming up in July, they have 2 short rows and mosaic knitting classes. And if you need help, check out their knit coaching sessions on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. At Whole Foods in Annapolis, today their Half Pint Kids Club is doing strawberry pretzel parfaits. Tomorrow, there's a fusion of Italian and Greek cuisine cooking class. And then on Tuesday, their Half Pint Kids Club is doing sun butter and jelly fruit tacos. At Art Farm in Annapolis, their spring semester is wrapping up on Saturday with Doodle Mania with Charles Lawrence of Fin Art for ages 8 through 12. Some other classes this week. Tomorrow, there's an outdoor sketch night. Saturday, there's a Turkish marbling workshop, learning how to apply marbled patterns to either a silk scarf or 2 flour sack tea towels, with multiple slots available. On Sunday, there's Pisanki, Ukrainian egg decorating, and also on Sunday, there's a batik workshop, learning how to make your own fabric dyes, melting beeswax, and using traditional tools to create art with fabric. Also, registration is open for Art Farm summer semester, which starts at the end of June. There are classes for kids as young as 8, going all the way up to adult classes. Classes include installation art, musical play production and prop building, textile art, kids art school, beat making and music-inspired art, nature art, and oil painting. At the Clay Bakers in Annapolis, tomorrow is Kids Night Out, Project and Pizza for Father's Day. The theme this time around is Mad Grill Skills. Then on Monday, they have a hand-building clay open house for all ages with 2 sessions, one from 3:30 to 5 p.m. and another from 5:30 to 7 p.m. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, today there's a family virtual cooking class with grilled fruit. Also today, there's a Lego build from Discoveries, the library at the mall. Saturday, there's STEM Saturday with Kite Tail Adventures. Monday, there's monthly mixed media with open-air art making. And then on Tuesday, there's Topsy-Turvy Tuesday, Tales or Tales, STEM events for the family. Also check out the library's various book clubs, story times, trivia nights, and specialty programs like Grow Your Own Business, LGBTQIA+, Entrepreneurs and Allies, Black Wall Street 100, Nutrition and Taking Charge of Your Health, various yoga workshops, resume and job search workshop, renter eviction avoidance program, conflict resolution, and more. At Pongo's Learning Lab and Coder Kids Club out in Crofton, registration is open for Pongo's summer camps in June and July, with lots of different camps for gamers, wannabe YouTubers, young inventors, game designers, gross, messy, fun scientists, escape rooms, robotics, cosplay, and more. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, on Tuesday, check out our monthly CAD, CAM, and CNC with Fusion 360 3D Design Workshop online. If you have any questions about the Annapolis Makerspace, the Maker Minutes, or any of these events, feel free to contact me at trevor@makeannapolis.org. And you can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website, also at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury, keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.